Welcome to the Instagram stories for Thursday, November 18th. There is a ton of Instagram news to get to. Let's get right in. First, Threads is officially going to be shut down. I talked about this last week. We knew it was coming. Do you know anyone who uses the Threads app? Maybe like one or two people. It was cool. It didn't get a lot of downloads. Here's the official quote from Instagram. Quote, "We know that people care about connecting with their close friends, and we've seen this particularly over the past few years with the growth of messaging on Instagram. We're now focusing our efforts on enhancing how you connect with close friends on Instagram and deprecating the Threads app." End quote. Instagram also noted they will be trying to bring the fun and unique features of Threads to the main Instagram app, probably referring to the auto status. This all makes sense. It fits into Facebook, well now Meta's, broader vision of combining as many of the messaging apps as possible and giving you the ability to message between Facebook Messenger and Instagram DM. So this does make sense with where they're going. In other news, Instagram Live has had badges in preview mode for some creators for a while. Now Instagram is officially launching the badge feature. Essentially, when you watch an Instagram Live, you have the ability to make a donation to the person who is going live by means of Instagram badges. They're at 3 different levels: 99 cents, $1.99, or $4.99. What I don't like about badges is that you need to have 10,000 followers in order to take advantage of it and set that up on your account. To add a little bit more complexity to the badges situation, what's good is that creators receive 100% of the revenue from the badges purchased during their Instagram Live, but here's the bad part, minus applicable taxes and fees. Now, Instagram does not take any fees from the badges, so that's good, but on the negative side, Google and Apple deduct 30% of all in-app purchases in fees. That's not great. Instagram receives no portion of the fees, but that seems to be only for now. Can you imagine if Instagram took 30% and Apple or Google took 30%? That would really be the worst. Since I don't have 10,000 followers, I will not be able to test this feature, but man, I really wish I did. In other news, social media consultant Matt Navarra, side note, who was on episode number 25 of my podcast, The Instagram Stories, posted that Instagram is now using video selfies to confirm users' identities. I'm going to share a link to the screenshot he posted if you look in the show notes for this episode, but it essentially says, take a video selfie. We need a short video of you turning your head in different directions. This helps us confirm that you are a real person and confirm your identity. So this is a way of preventing bots from being on the platform, which is good. Also at the bottom of the screenshot, it says, this video will never be visible on Instagram and will be deleted within 30 days. This won't use face recognition or collect biometric data. That's a really interesting note because it seems to indicate that humans are going to be reviewing these, not any sort of AI system that would use face recognition. A little bit unclear, but looking forward to seeing less bots on the platform. That's going to be a win for everyone. In response to Matt Navarro's tweet, the Instagram comms account replied to it and said, one of the ways we use video selfies is when we think an account could be a bot. For example, if the account likes a lot of posts or follows a ton of accounts in a matter of seconds, video selfies help us determine if there's a real person behind the account or not. Makes sense. Good to have that context. And lastly, head of Instagram, Adam Mosseri, announced 2 new features to the app. I'm just going to let him talk about it. I'm tired of talking.
This week, I wanted to talk about 2 hidden gems on Instagram, both new. The first is what I call a finally feature. A finally feature is a feature that should have been around a while ago and people have been asking for, and we have finally gotten around to it and gotten it out the door. This one, and I will show you on my phone, which is always a little dangerous, is the ability to delete one photo out of a carousel. If you upload a carousel, so photos and videos together, you can now go and pick one that you don't like. Maybe you're not into it anymore. Here, this is a series of photos from a camping trip weekend we did, and here's my buddy Drew. Maybe I'm not into Drew anymore. And I can go to the 3 dots at the top right, hit edit, swipe to the photo you want to get rid of, and you'll see a little delete icon in the top left, and you can just delete it like that. I'm gonna leave Drew though, because I'm a big fan of Drew. The other feature is something that we call Raid Shake. You ever use Instagram and it just wasn't working like it was supposed to? Maybe stories didn't load, maybe the audio wasn't working, maybe you just couldn't upload a photo and it was just really getting you, really just pissing you off. Well, now you can literally shake the phone and a little option will come up that allows you to report a problem. And you can explain exactly what happened, how you ended up in that place, and all of the emotions and feels that you've got going on. And we'll have someone actually take a look at it. And this will help us prioritize bugs and other things to fix in the Instagram app. And we appreciate the feedback, as colorful as it might be. So I please encourage you to do that. RageShake is on iOS and Android, only in the US to start. And the ability to delete one photo out of a carousel is on iOS, and Android is coming soon behind. Hopefully you check them out, you enjoy them. I think these are two solid hidden gems, and I'll see you next week. Peace.
Okay, that's going to do it for today's episode. I know it was a bit longer than usual, but there was just so much good Instagram news to talk about. I want to give a huge thank you and shout out to Melissa for taking over the show yesterday. I love when you all send me messages and say that you want a guest host. It gives me a chance to relax a little bit and gives you a chance to hear a different voice on the show, which is really great. Thank you to Melissa. And if you would like to do something similar, send me a direct message. Come back tomorrow for Feature Friday, where we talk about a feature of the Instagram app you might have forgotten about or did not know existed.
I'm not yet a member of the Instagram team, but my podcast covers many Instagram themes. But the name, image, logos are trademarks of Instagram and the LCC in the USA and every territory. Everything I publish independently until Zuck returns my DMs and starts to pay my salary. Not sponsored or endorsed, no lies, no fallacies. I use their logo with permission, not malicious or callously. No trademark violation, filling all criteria. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Daniel Hill Media.